So, thank you, friends. Now, the subject that we are going to discuss today, is very, very interesting. There may be millions of problems, but the solution is only one. And we shall see that elaborately. If I ask you a question, what is happening to the world today? People who are educated, involved with the national, international situations, people who are informed, for them, there is no time for looking at their own problem. He's so much lost in the role of being a president, a prime minister, a governor, senator, parliamentarian. They don't seem to have any personal problems, or that is how it looks. Even when the prime minister's son dies, he doesn't have the time to grieve for it. Even if the president's wife passes or husband passes, they shall grieve, but they shall have no privacy to grieve, because their life is full of situations, both national, international. Not just a simple one organization. It can be United Nations, it can be a country or a continent. They have no time for personal sorrows. Because not that they don't have time, not that they're not interested, but the head is full of 8 billion people. Or if you are the head of a country which has got 500,000 or 100 million, 100 million people problem is in your head. So in that 100 million, your position is just nowhere. Because you are not a person now, you are a president. So usually you tend to forget your personal problems. So the person thinks, he's so busy solving the problems of the world. Friends, until it doesn't matter whether a king, emperor, president, dictator, chairman, call the most powerful person in the world, until you yourself resolve your personal problem, you can never and you shall never succeed in solving the problems of the world. Not many people will agree to that, because every individual is a culprit. Because everybody thinks, I am not a problem, but I have a million problems. Ask yourself, as a small entity, small person, then you'll go to the big boys or the big girls. What is your problem? Please make a list of your problems. What shall you say? You shall start with home. Or anybody can start with anywhere, but this will be the stream. My father, my mother, my brother, my sister, my husband, my wife, my friend, my finance, my economics, my position, my power, everyone, you shall be endless problem. Nobody shall start that I am the problem. Everybody shall say, I have the problems. Think. Even it is so difficult, even you listen to it, I'm speaking so loud. There shall be huge resistance coming from inside. I'm not a problem. Swamiji, you don't understand. You live alone, no? I'm living alone. Who are you all? How can a person live alone in the world when the whole world is taking care of you? The whole universe is taking care of you, and you say you are alone? So the space, air, fire, water, earth, the starlit skies, the sunlit earth, the oceans, the deserts, the mountains, birds, animals, they are just nobody. Think. And everybody is a problem. I'll start with a small, very simple story. Long back I have told in the class, shared it, long back. A teacher, called a sage or a philosopher, doesn't matter. He was asked a question. Which God or which path is precious? And which God shall I believe in? Which truth I shall believe in? The teacher smiled. I told a very simple story. He said, have you seen the dogs fighting over a bone? Yes. Have you seen the bone joining the fight? If you say, no, I have never seen it, okay. Have you seen a family of 4 or 5 people or 500 people fighting over the land? Have you seen the land joining the fight? Feel it and see it. 4 children, they fight over the mother's gold, father's inheritance. Have you seen the gold joining the fight? Have you seen the house joining the fight? Have you seen the land joining the fight? Your neighbor and you have got a border problem. As to which is the limit of your land. Over that border, you have a fight. Have you seen the border joining the fight? Now move from that individual thing and go back to the situations. Provincial, your own social, provincial, national and international situations. Today, you saw that in America, the government, president has completely closed down the whole airspace around Venezuela in South America. American president, Venezuela president. Have you seen the ocean, the American landmass, the Venezuela landmass joining the fight? Russians and Ukrainians are fighting. Whoever caused that is not our problem now. two nationalities, millions of them are fighting, giving their lives. They have run away from their countries. Everybody is facing trouble. They are fighting over the border, which land, which country, which state they should have. They are fighting over the border. Have you seen the Russian landscape and the Ukrainian landscape joining the fight? Jews and Hamas fighting over the land. China and Taiwan. India, Pakistan, Bangladesh, Burma. Just imagine, just think of it. Philippines, Thailand, Cambodia, Thailand, South America, North America, Canada, USA, Japan, China. Countries do not join the fight. The land must join the fight. Everybody fights over the earth. Earth doesn't join the fight. What is the problem? Is the earth a problem? Come down. Is a continent problem? A country is problem? There are many states. Are the states a problem? There are many districts. Districts are problem. Many blocks, villages. Are they problem? In village, houses are problem. Two houses, neighboring houses, are they fighting? Is there any problem? No. But people living in these places, if there is one man in a house or 1 billion people in a country or continent, it's a human problem. Think. It's a human problem. What is the problem? On the earth today, you know, we in India at this moment, in South India, we are passing through the cyclone. For the last 2-3 days it has been raining. Does the South Indian landmass protest why that cyclone is coming? Neither the cyclone is targeting. This time I have taught a lesson to Ceylonese people. I will go to Madrasis, Tamil Nadu people. Then these Andhra people think they can escape. I'll batter them a little. Already last month we have done it for Odisha and Bengal. And does the cold wave from the North Pole and South Pole, where in North Pole Arctic circles, there will be night for 2 continuous months. Sun never rises there. Does it feel dark, hopeless, helpless? Think, friends, universe has no problem. Universe is no problem. Only if you sit down and think over it, find out what is the problem. We consider, as a human being, we consider everything is a problem. But in reality, there is nothing a problem unless you are there. And when you are a problem, anything and everything can be a problem. So how many problems are in the universe? It looks like millions of problems, but in reality there is only one problem, because I, Mr. Problem, whatever it touches becomes a problem. Have you seen, as we saw, have you seen countries landmass joining the fight. Then you say there is a social problem. Does the society join it? What is a society? It's a living entity, a concept. Does the society join the problem? Social problem? Financial problem. There's the money, rupees, pounds, dollars, gold bullion standards, gold, platinum, silver. When you say economical problem, does the gold, diamond, currency notes, do they join the problem? If it's a historical problem, does the history join the fight? Record of incident, do they join the fight? In museum, huge fight between historical documents. Think, friends. And it's a religious problem. Religions fight, beliefs fight, embodiment of faith, different types of deities or gods or divinities. Do they fight? Beliefs and disbeliefs, do they fight? Their thoughts. If you move from the gross perceived creation, the elemental universe, space is not a problem, has no problem. You do it inside yourself, then only you shall see it clearly. Just space is not a problem, space is not a problem, but I have a problem in my land. No, don't do that. Space is not a problem, has no problem. Air is no problem, has no problem. Water flows. Water is not a problem. Flowing river is a beautiful thing, continuously flowing, until you jump into the water. Once you get into the water, what do you say? Oh, there's too strong current. For whom? My mind gets destroyed by this. Creation, such an amazing universe. Suppose the river never flows, what will happen? Flowing river is a problem? Or if you are inside? The air is a problem, the cyclone is a problem. The universe, in the universal dimension, infinite dimension, manages the universe. We, one small, word spell, atom, cell, we say how the universe must function. You can't produce an ounce of air and you see how the air must behave. You can't produce a drop of water and you say how the ocean must behave. You can't create a dust particle and you say how the universe must behave. The universe is too huge for you to blame. That expanse must take place in your lives, friends. Have you sat down ever? I say that again and again because most of the time I am here, of course, I go up. And every one of your houses has got a rooftop. Go sometimes. Alone. Be alone. When the stars are shining or stars are not there. Clouds are there. No light is there. Just feel yourself to be this solitary, solitary existence in the universe. Because you can never be solitary, isolated. Because You may try to run away from space in your stupidity, space will never let you go. You may run away from a cold air or hot air, but the air will not let you go. Because if it lets you go, you are dead. You may run away from the water, but you cannot leave the water in your body to run away from water. Dehydration is the intimation of your death. So hydrate it, hydrate the body. If there are no 2 feet ground under your feet, you shall be dead. You will be fit for buried under the earth. Heat goes away. Think, friends. The universe is too large. A person who says outside world is my problem, do you know what you are concluding? I shall never be out of my problem. Think. I am tired of telling think. But what to do? Then you say, oh, but Swami, thought is a problem. Thought is a problem. Thought is a picture. There are 2 types of cyclones. We see now, there's a cyclone being formed and is passing now. It will adjust itself and will go. Long after this cyclone passes, the cyclone inside your head, at your thought level, emotional disaster. Cyclone, call it cyclone, typhoon, tornado. Inside your head, everything was topsy-turvy. In the peaceful, immobile universe, even if it is continuously rotating, you don't feel the rotation of the universe. Therefore, you tell me I'm stupid, but let me say, this immobile, as though the universe, there is a continuously raging storm inside your head. What you call is causing you a problem, just like the storm outside is not a problem happening, it's a natural process. Aging, changing universe, natural process. Thoughts are a natural thing. Your eyes cannot see, and you don't have a corresponding thought in your head. Definitely you did not create the cyclone outside. Ask yourself, who created the emotional storm, cyclone, tornado, typhoon in your head? Did I put a storm in your head? Somebody can tell you something. You are a wonderful man. That thought goes there. Oh, he says I'm wonderful. She says I'm wonderful. That means she must be loving me. That means he must be loving me. So now you are very busy trying to reciprocate the love, because in your empty heart, where there is no love, suddenly there is an excitement that somebody loves me. The other day I was telling, one person was talking about this subject. You really want to love somebody? Start with loving yourself. Because unless you love yourself, you cannot love anybody. And by chance you love somebody, depending on he is reciprocating your love or accepting your love, you shall be so miserable if the person says, I don't love you. Anybody, when they says, I love you, if you are a sensible person, you shall say, you shall decide in yourself, let me first help her or help him to love himself. Or else you will be in the dock. You will be punished by yourself. Because you want to love, but the person doesn't want to be loved. It's like he says, I love you, you start wondering, why? Then you ask the wonderful question, which usually these type of stupid things happen in a so-called relationship. Tell me why you love me? Because I am hating myself and you say you love me. I am the embodiment of hatred and you say you love me. Isme kuch gala hai. There must be something wrong there. Okay, tell me why you love you. Now when somebody asks that question, have you ever been asked that question or have you ever heard that type of questions being asked? What shall be your reply? Oh, you are so beautiful. I am not that beautiful. We are so rich. So how many more rich people are there? You are so handsome. Many handsome and rugged people are there. That means what? I am an idiot. Why do you want to love me? At the same time, you don't want to give up that prey in your net. Why? If he goes away, who will tell me he loves me? Listen, friends. This thought in your head is a natural thing. Thoughts also build up. Child has not learned how to build it up, but he builds up and misses his mother. But once you are an adult, who is building up the emotion? I thought. That is the architect, the builder, which was not present when the body was a child. Universe never has that. No problem anywhere. Animal world, vegetable kingdom, only human being. And he has a problem. He builds a thought. Thought by thought he builds an emotion. If you could satisfy that I want that simple, a sweet, or a gold, or a person, you are greedy now, more and more and more and more should come. Cyclones are created. Then what happens to you? When the cyclone is raging, strong emotions, greed, jealousy, somebody got, I didn't get it, hatred, every moment the cyclonic storm takes different dimensions. And the same person who is now struggling for a sweet from the brother, fighting for 2 rupees from the brother, grows up, he fights with many people, he fights thousands of people to be the political leader. So you create a political party. It's not that to some is your target. I'm not. I'm just giving an example. It can be a social organization, an educational institution. It can be a political organization. It can be a religious organization. Meaning, what is this organization? They all have a beginning with a thought. As I told you, when you fight for money, money doesn't join the fight. When you fight for economics, when you fight for a country, countries do not join. You are fighting for the social customs, the society doesn't join. It's the human being, individual. They fight in the name of money, financial crisis, social crisis, religious crisis, crisis of faith, crisis of belief, crisis of disbelief, crisis of poverty, crisis of plenty. Everything is a crisis because you are a crisis. Just for a change, do you know what happens, sir? Every day, at the end of the day, when fighting these battles outside, with the people, systems, beliefs, financial conditions, everything, you are a leader. President, you can be president or governor of a state, whatever you are, or an ordinary person in a village. You're tired. Who is tired? Country is tired. In the bank, money has gone to sleep, so they can't join the fight. No. You are tired. And once you are tired, what do? The president falls asleep. President falls asleep. The position is there. In case you don't get up, other fool is waiting to be president. I thought goes to sleep. When I sleeps, your cyclone passes. Have you ever tried to see that? You go to sleep, at least recall your memory if it is so difficult to understand. When you were sleeping, what happened? World was sleeping with you or the I thought was sleeping? For a child, it makes no difference is awake or asleep because always playful. Child is not in a state to recognize how blissful the waking is, how blissful the sleep is. But when you are a grown-up person, you know your waking is a disaster, sleep is the only relief. So what happens there? Who goes to sleep? That is why most people always love to sleep. Because the moment you are awake, with your waking up, the storms are raised, the cyclones manifest. That is why people who are very, very cruel or very, what should I say, insensitive, selfish, they kill the person out. If the political leader is a problem, kill the leader. Religious leader is a problem, kill that man. If there is a social leader is a problem, destroy him. Politically, you make somebody irrelevant. And what do you do that? There is a very interesting story. This morning somebody said it's a very beautiful. There was a cook in the house. He made the, what is that? He was making the roti. Very funny story. This first time I have told this type of story many times. People say similar theme, but the example was very, very beautiful. The first day, he burnt the roti. While baking it, he burnt it. Why is it burnt? Too much of fire. Second day, he burnt the roti. Why it was burnt? Tawa, that plate, hot plate, very hot. Third day, it was distasteful. Why is it like that? Atta. Atta means the flour. That is useless. Nobody dared to tell that a cook is a rascal. If you say fire is responsible, you have nothing to say. Plate is responsible, nothing to say. Atta is responsible, nothing to say. Somebody did not give everything on time. If he starts blaming people, everyone says, you are the one. So remove the cook. Problem is solved. But we never remove the cook. The cook is you. You are cooking your life. Like they say, this example was a long time I was giving in the World Cup football match. There was a particular country which was defeated. Then this management said, for 4 or 5 years, we have been firing the players, collecting new players, removing new players. Every player is wrong. If suppose in the group of 22 players, if 17 players have changed in 4 years, it is high time that the coach is changed. Some people stay there. That man is wrong, this man is wrong, this fellow is wrong. Everybody is wrong. But the person has no strength to work out that, okay, I have thrown out so many people, still things are not changing. For a change, let me get out. He will not do that. Because it will be proved that in his absence or in our absence, things should be better. If you blame everybody, why don't you drop out and see whether without you things run or not? So some people will say, money is a problem, land is a problem, women are a problem, men are a problem. See that. Even think, friends, even if you say the cyclone is a problem, for whom? Is it a problem for itself? No. Cyclone is not a person. If you say terrorist is a problem, we can understand. It's a person. It has a mind of its own. A human being. Only a human being can be a problem. Where there is no trace of individuality, you cannot blame them. Can you credit the rose that is fragrant? Or can you blame the rose that is dried up? Can you blame the river that is dried up? Or can you praise the river that is filled up? No. Can you praise the morning has come or evening has come? You don't hold anything else in this world responsible. Only a human being. So, problem perception lies only with an individual. The tragedy there is, every person thinks the other person is a problem. Nobody shall look at himself that I am the problem. Is a blanket blankness inside. I cannot be the problem. My husband is a problem, my wife is a problem, my child is a problem, my friend is a problem, my senior is a problem, my junior is a problem, my president is a problem, my country is a problem, my religion is a problem. Everything is a problem. As long as you are thinking all these things are a problem, can you ever fix your life? How many things you can change? That is why, friends, when in the vast existence something somewhere happens and you are deeply hurt, your power is challenged. Somebody tells you what you don't like to listen. You are a rascal, you are selfish, you are stupid, you are ignorant. That is the time the I will wake up. One who really hates you is your great teacher. Or else you will never look at yourself. Situations isolate you. Oh my God. You have got a disease. No more your body is acceptable by others. Your presence is prohibited. Your presence is unwanted, unwarranted. Nobody wants your presence. And you're alone. What do you think? What is happening? Your body is so sick, it cannot take you away. You cannot escape your memories because you can't walk, talk, run, travel to run away from, to forget your memories. You are stuck in one place. Consider as a huge blessing because first ever time you shall look at the arrangement inside. What is happening to me? To whomsoever I was blaming, they are not there. My father is not there, mother is not there, people are not there. I am left out in a hospital, in a bed alone. To whom all I am blaming, they are not here anymore. Then what is torturing you? Habitually shall say, my thoughts are torturing. My thoughts? Your thoughts have a power to torture. They are pictures. Who has empowered them? Like the physical body. Who has destroyed it? You are born healthy. Every parameter was perfect. 120, 80 is blood pressure, sugar 90, 70. Muscles are good, walking is swift, eyes can see, ears can hear. The best machine was given to you. Who destroyed it? Don't say age. Your lack of maintenance. Who is the maintenance engineer for your body? Don't blame aging. Aging is natural. How you maintain. Who gives us this knowledge in school, college, university? How much to eat, how much not to eat. Even Bhagavad Gita talks about it. Not only Brahman, Atman, Chetana, consciousness, all pervasive Ishvara. Yukta hara viharasya, yukta cheshtasya karmasu, yukta swapna ababodhasya, yogo bhavati dukkha. Even the person who is talking about Brahman, Atman, all that, his own body is or is starving. Physical body is neglected because you are supposed to be the absolute consciousness, blissful. Arey, what about your body? As much the total indiscriminate eating destroyed your body, that much indiscriminate thinking destroyed your thinking. You pick up a lot of food, what happens to you? Fat. You pick up a lot of information. You are a fat cat inside. I am PhD. FRCS. Countries I have seen, nobody has seen. Does it give you health or disease? Think, friends. Who destroyed your body? Yes, as long as you are a child, it is others feeding you. They feed what they feel like. After thinking it is good for you, but that kills you. Education also is like that. Whatever they have, the same ideas they give you. But is there anybody who gives you the idea about the self, the I? If the so-called secular studies do not help me they do not help me to be introduced to myself, the I, that education will push you into absolute anarchy and disaster. You will be a bad president, a bad governor, a bad leader, a useless religious person. Why? Because secular education has strengthened your sense of individuality. I am PhD. And even if you have, suppose, you have never gone to secular studies, suppose you are from the childhood, you are with the religious establishments and religious ideas and all that, that will also sit down with the same I. I am the holiest of the holy. There is nothing other than me. There is no other God. This is the only God. There is no other book. This is the only book. There is no other faith. I am the only faith. Thousands of such morons. You understand? Hard-bound individualists, hardcore individualists, they own the religion. What will happen? When one person says, I don't believe in this, it's just a voice. When a million people join the club, disbelief gains strength. That huge group of million people, you cannot destroy. And friends, you need not destroy. Why? They are self-destructive. The ahankar, the I thought, which is ignorant, you don't have to destroy it. If you destroy it, you are doing a service to them. Because they're so comfortable with an idea that I am the supreme. There is no other faith, there is no other belief, there is no other achievement. Who isolates you? Your own thought isolates you. I don't like my mother. I don't like my father. I don't like my brother. I don't like my friends. I don't like anybody. Who is isolating you? Yourself. In a community, in a family as it happens, in a community also, I don't like this and I don't like that. Politically, I don't like that philosophy, I don't like this philosophy. You shall be always isolated or alone, lonely. Even religion, it shall never be universal. But if one subject you want to share, teach, learn, it is the only thought called I, the individual. If you touch it, you shall touch the entire humanity. There is no other subject. And if that is not touched, you can have the best doctors, great medicines, but the I shall kill every medicine. How come? You go for the bypass surgery. Worst bypass, they keep you and you get out of the heart. Doctors get money, billion-dollar hospitals. What are these billion-dollar hospitals doing? They cannot do also That they're curing them? No. They just facilitate the disease to be cured or to be bypassed. You create a heart bypass. You get your money, he goes away and gets a new lease to indulge. After 4 months, you come back, bypass needs bypass because lifestyle didn't change. It's like a very angry man, short-tempered, jealous. You knew that fellow is a waste. His presence in the house, his presence in an institution, his presence in a company, his presence in a country is disastrous. So you throw him out. Change the job. Wherever you change him, he shall change that place. Because he has not changed. If the person doesn't know cooking, and person doesn't know cooking, you change him from any place to any place, what will happen? The no cooking cook shall cook everywhere and destroy everything. Changing the job doesn't problem. Changing the places, changing the facilities doesn't work because the person is same. Come back to individual. I is same. I change my house, I change my spouse, I change my dress, I change my job, I change my money, I change my people, I change my religion, I change my citizenship, I change my beliefs, I change my disbeliefs, but I am changeless. Problems shall continue wherever you are. So how many problems are there in fact, friends? There are no million problems, there are million situations, infinite arrangements in the universe. How precious. One thought. One thought. That is why when circumstances in life isolates you, consider those circumstances are blessing for you because you got a chance to look at yourself. But nobody likes it. The I doesn't like it. With I takes pleasure in changing everybody. I doesn't want to accept defeat. The I thought doesn't want to accept defeat. If I have done it, it must be right. You cannot do anything to such a person. He'll try to destroy everybody. Whoever tries to change him, he shall destroy it. Why? Change him means what? Touch. That is why challenge the individual. The fellow will get so angry. And imagine, depending on position you are in, that type of power you enjoy. Suppose you are president's position and somebody shall destroy you. The president shall command, at his command, the entire army. Don't play games with the president, he will destroy you. Suppose somebody occupies the position of a king, a Tsar, a Louis XIV, Ravana, Kamsa, you can't challenge them. Same thing happened, miniature Kamsa, miniature Ravana, miniature dictators in a family also. There are 3-4 people, but one fellow is a miniature dictator. A miniature Ravana, a miniature person, an angry, hateful, jealous person who never sees that he should be corrected, that I should know myself. Even to give him Vedanta Upanishads, it shall sit down there, I know everything, I don't need anything, everybody else needs it. Oh really? That is where it becomes more dangerous. This knowledge, instead of changing him, he has changed the knowledge. according to his convenience. The person cannot live alone, but he shall make the group miserable. How beautiful. Think of it. You can't live alone, but in a group you will make everybody miserable. How nice it is. Don't say, is the world around? No. Your body from top to toe is a group. You don't know how to be happy with yourself. You torture your stomach. You torture your eyes to see everything. Even if the eyes don't want it, you want to hear everything. That ear is tired. You torture your system. Eat. Even if the body cannot take it. And you use this body to earn money and more power and more power. Even if they are tired. Are you getting that? It cannot live with itself, and it cannot live with a group. Your own body is a group, is an organization. You destroy your own body. It has tremendous likes and dislikes. Your physical body is a small kingdom. You are a small-time king. Imagine you can't handle your own body. You are taking the responsibility of handling other people's bodies. You can't handle your own mind, and you have taken the responsibility of handling all people's mind. What will happen? That is why the world will be always human world. It will be miserable, and it will make everything miserable. Therefore, if you look at it, problems we have analyzed, you have seen it. Three sources of problem. Adhyatmika, Adibhautika, Adidaivika. Adhyatmika means Atmanam Adhikritya Vartate. Your problems can come out of your body. Listen carefully, that language is like that. Meaning, when you say this is the nature of the body, it's not a problem. Body is limited. It is born, it is growing, it will grow, it will be diseased, it will decay. This is the nature of the body. That's not a problem. But if you say, I am born, I am growing, I am diseased, I am decaying, I am dying, you are dragging the body's problem to yourself. It's not body's problem. Are you getting that point? It's not body's problem. That is how the body is. But the eye drags everything to itself. I see. Ears hear, I hear. Touch, I touch. I don't want to touch. Eyes have no such sense. If you put the flower, eyes will see. You put a fire also, eyes will see. I will say, no. But what the person will say, I don't see fire. I don't see that man. Oh. So you are destroying your own body. Thoughts are also. Thoughts mean changing thoughts. Emotions will be like that. Possibilities are there. To create a beauty, you can, thought by thought, you can create a poem. You can be an architect. You can build an empire. And you can destroy empires. Only one person, I. And that I shall give you just a quick solution, just say in the sense, observe it. So that I must know itself. That's why Brahma, the Upanishads, so universal. There is no other problem other than the I. Know yourself, who you are. Once you disappear means what? No more a role, no more a thought, consciousness. What is the problem? Like, you take an example. Cyclone came, no? When the cyclone came yesterday, what the government said? Go to a safe place. Do they not tell you? There are cyclonic shelters are there. Go to a safe place, meaning where the air cannot go. cannot shake that building, water cannot take it away. Now, when you have got an emotional cyclone, don't you have a little common sense? Go to a safe place inside. Wow. This morning this thought came. Go to a safe place. What is the safest place inside? Where the thoughts cannot reach, emotions cannot reach. Cannot reach means they are always there, but they can't overtake. Why? Because you are not there to be overtaken. So go to a safe place means that this I thought should find its safety in its own nature, consciousness. Eternally safe. Universe can appear, universe can disappear. No deti nastamayati sukha-dukkhe manapravaha. No udeti, neither something rising or setting. The brilliance that you are, either rises and sets, either with sukha or dukkha. Always there, eternally thing. Nirguna Brahma, you see yourself. You, the I thought, you understand the meaning of it, lose yourself in the formless, absolute, all-pervasive. Or be a drop. Part of the ocean. Lose yourself in the ocean. A drop cannot be separated from the ocean. Ocean alone is. Or take that I thought and make it a part of the macrocosmic I, Ishvara. Nirguna Brahma, formless absolute in and through everything. Saguna Brahma, Ishvara alone is there. The totality thereof, which I am an inseparable part. You shall never have any loneliness. In the aloneness of the formless absolute, absolute bliss. In the togetherness of the Ishvara, you are part of the all-pervasiveness. Choice is yours. Be a bhakta, be a jnani. Really no choice. Because that is jnanam, which gives you real devotion. Devotion backed by knowledge, not by information and fear. And the devotion helplessly takes you to the awakening of yourself. Because this body is his. Thoughts are his or hers. Ishvara. Deva, Devi. Ya Devi, Sarvabhuteshu, Sarvarupani Sandhya. Mother, you are in all forms here, in every form you are there. Ishvara. Sarvata Pani Padam Dat Sarvato Kshishiro Mukham. Ishavashyamidam Sarvam. Everything is one. Ishvara. Of which I am an inseparable part. With whom are you going to fight? There is no God and I for me to fight with God. There is no consciousness and anything else to fight. There is nothing but a problem. It's a total, universal, eternal celebration, existence. You create one problem, I. Billions will follow. Take it away. Don't have to dismiss it. Just see the meaning of the word I, who I am. Everything shall be a huge blessing. You shall not blame anybody in this universe. Nor you shall give credit to anybody for your happiness, because you are the absolute. There is nothing other than it. So, do you have a problem perception? No. Close your eyes. Thank you, friends. Thank you.